5 years old, I started school with a dream of being a ballet dancer, twirling into forever with elegance in my feet. That was the only dream that I had for me. At 7, I fell in love with music, secluded with the 2010 MP3, a K-popping playlist buzzing on non-stop, my only addiction sourced from the MTV. At 8, I discovered rap by 20 years too late. At 9 years old, I asked God for a friend that would be there for me to the very end. At 12, I wanted to be thick, thin, skinny. For me, the future felt locked, and that seemed to be the only key. But then at 13, I wanted to act, and perhaps if I had chosen something else, I'd be on a different track, because then at 14, I wanted to be a YouTuber. More than the ones I was seeing with bad editing and dry humor. I turned 15 with a dream to sing. It was all I wanted. It was all I needed. It was the only thing. The sky is your limit. At 16, my story seems to be held at a stop. I find it hard to answer when people ask, "What is your name?" It's enough to bring me back down from the top. You stop me in my tracks, like the end to a song or a book finishing its story. But my story is not ending anytime soon. This journey is a long road, and I walk it on my own. The only time I'll ever look back is to see how much I've grown, because this is my story. I make the rules. I mistake and I learn. So turn the page. Let's find a better ending. Whatever doesn't kill me should probably start running, because I don't hold grudges. I remember facts, learn my lessons, and stick close to that. I fought through madness just to find myself, but I'm still met by a broken mirror, and it's calling my name as the result of my problem. My problem is that I gamble hours away on songs that might never be heard, perfecting every single line from the chorus to the verse to give you the performance of a lifetime, a one-night show only, as long as I'm owning the stage. Skyla doesn't care if she gets lonely, because if my heart and soul is what I pour into every song, I often get asked if I do anything else but spin up with rhymes. But if my ancestors are like a mountain, then will these words be the climb? Because you cannot take these words away from me. Just take a chance and they will see the magic in the mud that they left behind. And of all the stories in the world, you got stuck in mine. I'm foresighted and fire-filled like those who came before me, but when the music inhales me, it changes me. And that's when the memories start to flash, or I feel myself crumbling. I look beyond the person in the mirror and say that I changed everything just for you. Let myself go all for you. Lost everything in turn, but there's nothing new. I could cry rivers, but you'll still want the ocean that doesn't even seem like you. I want to know you better. I want to know your name, and I want to feel your conviction. I look into your eyes and wonder when my reflection will show. It's not my face that I see, it's the face of a woman, but it's not my own. I need to find mine, but it's going to be more than a rough road. This is my struggle, and I deal with it on my own to find the person that I'm meant to be, because my ancestors fought too hard for me to give up on my future self. So future me, please don't let me down, because you're who these people are telling me I can never be. Whatever you do now is for us all to see. You're all I have, you're all I can become in my eyes. Future me, you're my number one. You're the reason I can't sleep at night, the reason I stay out of fights. Future me, I feel like you might just be my only light. So if you're going to fight, then why not do it right? Do it for what is right. Do it for our human rights. Do it for the land rights, our Māori rights. Be the one who gets it right. When I go home, it'll be you I'm dreaming of tonight, no one else. Dear future me, no one can keep you down except for yourself. They'll ask you why, they'll ask you how. Dear future me, I'm going to make you proud. And yes, it's going to hurt, the pain of not knowing yourself, the pain of having everyone love you until you become their competition. But I look myself in the mirror and I see it all now. You are my only competition. There's a voice in the back of my head saying, you can get there, but only if you keep going. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to run and I'm going to jump. But what if you fall? But what if I fly? Because I'm flying up to the sky. When I reach the top, I might consider taking a break to watch the rest of my life play out. At this point, most people would have stopped by now and said, Mum, I've made it. I'm okay. I can finish up now for the day, but I won't. not ever. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make these dreams real. Mum, I'm sorry, but I'm going through with what I want. You look at me and suddenly I'm not the same girl from the mirror anymore. Do you want to know my name? Do you want to feel my conviction? My name is Sky, but it is not my limit. The world will be mine. But for more than a pretty minute, I'll draw memories in your mind you can't ever erase. I'll paint stars in your galaxy you don't want to replace. If my ancestors are the reason why I'm here on this floor, I will sweat more at practice to bleed less at war. If my wounds are stitched up through the use of metaphor, I'll learn to fly now, so one day I shall soar. And until that day comes, from near or far, I leave you today only once more. Ngā mihi ka koutou, tēnā tātou, katoa.